But listen to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother Old God and Sam. And this story right here, Sam, man, this Jay-Z story, I want you to pull this one up, you know what I mean, and get into this. Now, a lot of years back, when we first, met up, with our production meeting, you remember you said, you had the list ready. Like, you remember Jay-Z's son?
Yeah.
Alleged, son. I was like, yeah, I remember the article coming out in the Inquirer where they had, it was like a girl, she was supposedly from the island, and it was like a dude. And I remember back in the day, I can remember the picture vividly, him looking like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He looked, I'm not going to say that's his son. Well, now it appears that this story has resurfaced, and now Jay-Z's alleged son, 24-year-old Ramir Shatterswaith, hopefully I'm saying that right, is claiming now that Jay-Z is refusing to take a paternity test to prove that Jay-Z is his father. Sam, I'll let you tell the story.
My God, man. Well, when I started reading to it, like you said, we all heard the story years and years ago, and the whispers that were going on, we was like, damn, that's crazy. But it kind of got thrown under the rug. But when I was reading it earlier and I really got the story, I was like, man, we got to talk about this. So let me just give a little backstory to this. Ramir Shatterswaith, like I said, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, has been attempting to learn the truth ever since his mother told him that Jay was his father. Now, Ramir's mother, Wanda, claims that she and Jay slept together back in 92 at his aunt's apartment in Brooklyn. She says that they used protection, but it failed, and she had no way of contacting Jay after he began gaining success in the hip-hop world. Wanda's boyfriend at the time, Robert Graves, was originally listed on the birth certificate, but he was removed in 2011 after a DNA test proved he was not the father. Now, Wanda's godmother, Lily, was given custody of Ramir in 2010 when Wanda became ill. Lily wholeheartedly believes that Jay-Z is Ramir's father. Wanda was only 16 when she allegedly met Jay-Z, but she may have told him she was older. She felt pregnant, but had no idea or any idea how to contact him. That's what Lily had claimed. Now, in the beginning, when Jay-Z was first reached, Sean's team, Jay-Z, Sean Carter, reached out with love and wrote a letter. She continued, I got a call from his in-house lawyer, and they were very helpful and thought we would resolve the issue privately. They even talked about Ramir's music talent and whether it was a good idea to put him on the record label before he finished high school. They decided not to do it until he finished high school. Now, suddenly different lawyers got involved and their attitude completely changed. I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean, given that Wanda was allegedly underage. We put in legal requests for both Sean and Robert to take paternity tests in Philadelphia. Robert did and was found not to be the father, but Sean's request was not processed due to the procedural problems. Since then, there has just been a whole bunch of mistakes, oversights, and conclusions between our lawyers and Sean's lawyers, which is why we have to fight back, and we're not giving up. Now, this young man is an aspiring rapper as well, but it should be noted that he said he's not looking for any money or financial gain from Jay-Z, even though that's what it looks like right now. He just wants to know the truth, get some closure in his life. He has jobs. He's sitting there making his own wealth. It doesn't seem like a situation where he's trying to gain any money. This is just a man wanting to know who his dad is. Oh, God, your thoughts on what I just read.
Woo, man. Again, man, it really don't mean nothing at this point. As much as it seems, real talk. As much as it seems like, it may look like, it may be Jay-Z's son, because when we was reading the article and it was like, the other father, not the father, we immediately seen that the lady, is telling the truth. God rest her soul, appears that she, passed on. But we have this son now that's 24 years old that wants this paternity test. Now, Jay-Z is obviously right now refusing, and I don't even think that would even mean that Jay-Z's guilty. We can't come up. We can't come, because it's just like somebody just come out of nowhere and say, man, fuck that. I ain't got to take no test to prove that. Why?
But this ain't nowhere, though. This has been going on for a long time. I mean, you've heard this. And his lawyers contacted him and they talked to him. He's had engagement with that. His lawyers didn't have this conversation without Jay-Z knowing it. Why does Jay-Z agree with it and then all of a sudden it doesn't? Now, we all understand that's the picture of the brother right there. I don't think it looked like Jay-Z. He might have to take a better picture. I don't think that looked like Hov, in my opinion. But
we can't always go with looks.
You can't, right. And obviously so. But my thing is, why not take the test? Years ago, why avoid the situation now? If you feel like you're innocent, or wouldn't you want to give this young brother closure? We know the history behind Jay-Z and his father. He's been historically known again, and we've heard it through the genius of his music, the issues he's had with his father up until his death, where he really didn't find closure for years after that. Now you see a young man in a situation who could gain some kind of closure, whether or not Jay-Z is his father or not, and Jay-Z isn't helping him and assisting him in doing that. And you say his silence doesn't necessarily prove guilt, but Why not?
It's another picture, right? I mean, because it's like if somebody comes out right now, right, for you, and they say, "Look, I want to take a paternity test out of the clear blue," would you do it?
Out of the clear blue, no.
No, you be saying that. But you're saying that his lawyer that they got in contact. Do we have any proof that's true that they've been in contact with Jay-Z in the past? That again, it's just hearsay. So again, as much as I want to think, or you want to think, or anybody want to think, yeah, why is Jay-Z avoiding this kid? It don't mean nothing just because the story came out. We gotta be careful with stuff like that. Now you may say, why are you running? Is he guilty? Now, do you think that Jay-Z? Do you think it might be his son, and that's why he's running? Look at this another picture here too. You get a little bit better look.
Do I think that it's a possibility it's Jay-Z's son? That's why he's running. Hell yeah.
But why would he be running from responsibility? He didn't run from responsibility with Blue Ivy.
Because Beyonce wasn't 16 years old when he fucked her either.
Oh,
and no disrespect, but you know what I mean? We're talking about a situation where people can kind of dig deeper into that. How old was Jay-Z when he slept with this young woman, if that were to come out? And damaging to the brand and the career, yeah, and you can see somebody is in his ear. Now, maybe Jay-Z was like, nah, I got to do this. And somebody was like, Jay-Z, nah, leave this one alone, Hov. And he probably listened to the better judgment. But him not saying anything and not doing anything does have to raise an eyebrow. And the young girl being the age that she was definitely gives a good reason into why he would kind of avoid
this situation. Gonna go away. If it is his son, we'll never hear about it after today. It's gonna go away because Jay-Z's gonna get some money to this kid. So get him to sign a type of a deal. And that's that. If the mother was 16 years old, he gonna cover that. Trust me. This is it.
And him covering it, is that guilt?
We will never know after this. Because if it don't come up after today, after we report this and nobody else talks about it, we will never know. If this cat don't say nothing no more and Jay-Z don't say nothing, or the family, we ain't gonna never know. It'll just be a headline that goes to the wayside. So that's why I said, now, if the latter happens, if something else happens, you know, it could be, you know, a different story. Like if he's forced to take the test, you know, maybe the dude wants to go through other lengths, you know, to prove that, then, you know, we might have that outcome. But, you know, I think being who Jay-Z is and his image and the connections that he has, that this is something, you know, that's going to go away.
Devil's advocate, oh God.
Yeah.
What if he does come at him with the money and like you said, what you're saying is true, and he tries to brush it under the rug, but homeboy's like, listen, man, I've told you I don't care about the money. I want to know who my dad is. We're in an age of social media where it's not as easy to throw things away. He doesn't sign paperwork. He doesn't want to give in. What does Jay-Z do?
He's going to give in. Trust me.
Do you think the dollar amount will get him to shut up?
I mean, yeah. It's not just about the dollar amount. I think if that happened also, that he was probably establish some type of relationship. That headline right now to say that this lady, Wanda, was 16 years old when Jay-Z was of age. You know what I mean? That headline can't happen.
Yeah.
It can't.
No.
It can't. It just can't. You know what I mean?
Not
to
right
say
now.
that it won't, but I just don't think it, you know, it is. You know?
So my thing, okay, my also a question, this is just hypothetical. This is brothers talking right here. If he did throw him a dollar amount and dude did shut up, is that an answer enough for a young man to go, damn, maybe this is my dad?
Yeah.
What are you thinking that when that young man's shoes, when all he's looking for, because I mean, we're both fortunate enough to have fathers in the home, so we don't really relate to this situation, but there's millions and millions, and we have friends and brothers that really, they do relate to the situation. It's sad to see people when they can't really truly identify for themselves, and at the end of the day, who just know who they are. So do you think that in him giving that money that this kid can get some kind of closure and going, damn, man, maybe he is my dad?
Yeah, I think first of all, I think, you know, yeah, first, but I think that he will do the right thing, whatever it be, and just say, you ain't got to do this thing in the public, man. Let's just do this thing behind closed doors. Let's have a relationship. I think that if you look at him, you know, I mean, kind of got that Jay-Z look in his eyes and shit.
I gotta see his mom. You know maybe he look more like his mom. I don't see it.
Right.
I don't see it.
I mean, he ain't got the lips and shit. He kind of got the nose, but whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? This kid, he might not know Jay-Z from the can of paint. Maybe this hasn't happened, but we do know the rumors. We have heard the rumors over the years, and it kind of just looks bad on Jay-Z's behalf. But like I said, again, you know, I think we ain't gonna hear no more about this, bro.
I mean, you may be right. You may be right, and only time will tell. Definitely an interesting story and something we had to talk about on the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother saying, man, oh God, killing it tonight, man. We're really enjoying ourselves on this Monday.